What's up, everybody? We are live. 3Live 405 podcast is definitely hitting tonight, bro. And you are tuned into 3Live stream. We have some people with us tonight, but before we get into that, let's see. Is anybody showing up yet? Might wait. But anyway, man, there was an unfortunate event happened today. The the school shooting in, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Appalachia High School in, was that Georgia? Yes, in Georgia. Um, Man, it sucks to hear about stuff going on like that, man. It
Hmm.
just lets you know that some of the things that we complain about are first world problems. And we're going to get into that because there's stuff like this going on. That's what matters. Not this shit that sometimes gets strung around all the time. Who's selling this? Who's selling that? What are they selling it at? You know what I mean? But so I just wanted to give just a second of silence for the people who passed away over there. But anyway, we got a special guest tonight. We will get with him, but as usual, we will go through the roll call. We got M3 reviews, Bull Bull 80. What's up, Bull 80? Moto Viper. But yes, Gino, if you want to tell some of the people about yourself, and we can kind of go from there a little bit.
Yeah, thank y'all. So I'm hailing out of Austin, Texas here. I own Batcity Toys, Austin's, well, as far as I'm concerned, first dedicated vintage toy store in Austin, aptly named Bat City after Austin itself. So we're local, we're homegrown, and we're right next door to y'all. So got to know Pack, hit it off real well, and blessed to be on the show with y'all today. Thank you for having me, and we'll talk a little bit more as we go along, I'm sure.
Yeah. Go ahead, Marcos. This is your time to just run, bro. Run.
Oh my God! No, good meeting you, Gino. It's really good. Just to say something about the school shootings. There's always something that happens with school shootings. It seems like every three to 5 months that something happens. So yeah, shout out to just the families that are going through it. There's nothing I could say that would even remotely surmise what they're going through. I'm so I would say blessed that it's never happened in Lodi. Super sad. And my kids are out of school now. It seems like some of that demonic shit just takes over a fucking soul and makes them fucking do something drastic in a one decision. It's fucked up. But yeah, that sucks. But Gino, good to meet you. And I did go on your eBay page for Batcity Toys, and I did watch a little clips here and there, tiny clips here and there of your guys's newly. I'm assuming you guys just started YouTube. Is that correct?
Yeah, just learning as we go, trying to get a feel for it. We'll get better at it as time goes on, but just trying to play a role to get ourselves out there.
Yeah, and if you guys, everybody, they're real low on the sub count right now. If anybody in the chat wants to hook them up, it's Bat City Toys. Bat City's one word, toys. Some other things come up. You have to kind of look for it, but it's a yellow logo with a bat in there. And I subbed to you right away just because Pac, was like, hey, check these guys out. I'm like, yeah, I'm eyeballing. Yes, you're welcome. I'm eyeballing your Mumra on eBay right now. It's a really good price, actually. I'm probably going to pick that up. Like I'm 99% sure I'm gonna grab that. So if it's gone missing, boy.
All right. Appreciate it.
Let me go ahead real quick and put the link to his YouTube channel in the chat for everybody. Yep. Here we go. Let's see. Dang it.
Oh, can I give a shout out to chat real quick? Big M, what is up? Sergeant Curtis Schultz, Astray Blue 1. We'll see you next week, sir. Nicholas Goltra, BFS. Cato, you little famous guy, you little Cato, you. Thanks for coming in, Cato. You're awesome. Yeah, thanks, chat. Thanks for coming in, you guys.
Yeah.
Said malt liquor. Somebody said malt liquor. You ain't representing. That's great.
Let me get to chat too. But yeah, I got the link to Gino and Tony. They're like there's some other guys that are part of your shop and part of what you do, but the main guys are Tony and Gino, and that's their YouTube. You both do it, right? It's like your main thing.
Yeah. So as far as YouTube, I mean, our Under the Bridge with the Dreadnought Council at Bat City Toys is kind of the the anchor show, and then we do the things that kind of show what's going on in the store. we're trying to start doing some unboxing videos, some feature videos, and some of the new stuff that comes in. Try to focus a little bit on what happened with Comic-Con this year, and trying to keep it toy related, but sometimes cross relational too. We've had Pups and Hobby on there, a local musician, and so we bring in artists and that kind of thing too.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of sluggish tonight, man. I got to get up on shit. We got, as Marco said, we got Nicholas in the chat. Nick's he hasn't missed the show since we started doing them Wednesdays. Nicholas is the guy that puts on the Tulsa Comic Swap. That's actually where me and Gino met. That's back in April. Yep.
And then I got to hit Nick up so that I can be out there with y'all on, was it the 27th of October?
Yeah.
Right back to back with y'all show. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go right there to that freaking hotel right next there, bro, and we're gonna get drunk. That's what I'm saying, but at least I will.
I'm with you.
We got, dude. Yeah, shout out to Curtis Schultz, bro. Anytime we got military in the chat, we definitely want to salute any military members. So shout out to Curtis. And if you're listening to this out there and you were in the military, are in the military, as I know several people in the OKC area that are, let us know so we can shout you out, because without you people, all this stuff going on doesn't fucking happen. Straight up, plain and simple. So, like, we always make sure we shout out our military, the men and women from the military, the emergency responders, the teachers, everybody out there doing the things to make this country go and make this happen, and whatever thing that your vice may be. So let's see. Drop a link in the chat. M3. We got Ninja Bill's in the chat, man. It's been a while since I talked to Ninja Bill. What's up, Ninja?
What's up, Ninja?
Ninja Bill.
We got Rough Shod Stocks. What's up, man? Dude, Big M. Yeah, I remember Big M had me busting a gut like 2 shows ago. So we'll see if that can happen again. DFS. We got to shout out Fast Eddie, Simple Customs. What's up, man?
Oh, shout out.
Yeah, Amazing Cars 113. What's happening? It's been a while since I talked to you as well, sir. Once we get through with that, I'll stop. Oh shit, we got Rob 78, bro. What's up, Rob? Oh shit. Anyway, so what we're gonna kind of start off with is we got to start off in the talk and getting in the flow. So, Bull, what's been happening this week?
Oh man, nothing much, man. Just hanging out with the family, hunting a little bit for some new toys at like Target, Walmart. Just want to say what's up, Pack, M3, Moto. What's up, chats, and welcome, Gino. We're glad to have you,
Thank
brother. And I will definitely go and sub to your channel as soon as this is over, my friend. So I'm looking forward to your content.
Appreciate it.
Stop slacking and just fucking go there now.
Let's do it.
Bro.
All right, bye, guys. I'll be back in 5.
Oh, dude. Hey, we're all brothers, man. This is big boy TV right here. Grown men. So we bust each other's balls. I get mine busted just like the next one. Oh shit, we got TKD bar in the house, bro. What's up?
Okay.
Everybody, if you want to, in the chat, shout out where you're from. I got Oklahoma here. If you want to shout out where you're from, do that. M3, go around the deal.
Oh shit, TKD bar, what's up? Roughshod, what's up, man? Hey, you guys are great for coming in. This when Pac's been really busy. He's got a lot. He's got some major deliveries coming in, toy wise, and setting up for the show for this weekend and shit, you guys. So he was busy all day. Matter of fact, we were texting and he was telling me, "Quit fucking around, motherfucker. I got busy shit in my head." And I'm like, "Fucking back."
So
for this, I'm
hey,
like,
potatoes from your mama's house. That's where he's from.
Hey, we got our first chime in. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got Moto.
Which mama's house? There's 5 of us here.
Moto, you're out in Colorado. Bull's out in North Carolina. Gino's in Austin. Marcos is out in California. Was it
209, motherfuckers?
405. Damn. Did the Oklahoma come out of me a little bit? I said 405. Fuck.
Eat some biscuits and gravy.
Oh shit, dude! I didn't eat that. I still need to make that recipe that your wife sent. Is it chocolate biscuits and gravy?
biscuits and chocolate biscuits with chocolate gravy. Oh, it's ridiculous.
Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
It's just like the fucking chocolate gravy that
Probably
they put
won't eat it, but sounds good.
the icing on the donuts. And when it gets hot, it kind of melts and it slides on the donut, you know. But that I'll pour it all over your biscuits. What up, MC?
Yeah, what up, MC?
Awesome.
McDJ.
Oh, real quick, Pack. Hi, Heather. Heather.
She's back.
What up, Heather?
I need to look for the pink icon. I just scrolled real fast. Zip. There she is.
What's a mod, Pack? I got a mod.
I know. Anyway, so we're gonna have to get started. So people, but yeah, Moto, what happened this week, man? All good?
Oh yeah, I had a great Labor Day weekend. I hope everybody else did. You know, just chilled and took it easy. Enjoyed time with family and grilled and just wanted to do a little hunting and as such. But then here we are back at the work, back at it.
Gino, how's this week going on, man?
Man, it was crazy. So, my little girl just hit 13 months and decided she wanted to start walking this week. So, being a first-time dad,
Oh,
I was
nice.
pretty proud of that. But now I got this little rascal I got to chase everywhere around the house. She's got legs and she gets up on her tippy toes and gets on, whatever's on the table. So I'm learning as I go, but I'm loving it on the way.
Hell yeah.
Dude, can any of us keep up with that? There you go, Marcos.
Hey, yeah, man. Hey, my son is 28 and my daughter's 21, and I can remember to this day when they started walking and shit. Right? You still got 18 years, motherfucker.
We started late in life too, man. I wish I was where you were at. You know what I mean? I'm on the downhill slide. I was telling Moto earlier, I'm on the downhill slide already over 40 going, man, I still got 20 more years of this at least, right? Yeah.
Hell yeah. Now, he's Stray Blue. He's got kids too that are young, but Stray's young himself. He's in his 30s, man. He's young,
bro. We have to shout out Stray's little girl, man. From what I hear, she is quite the Houdini. He tells me some stories. I won't disperse, but man, it's children are awesome, man. If you get to experience them, man, you're definitely experiencing something real. Hey, another thing that's actually worthwhile, right? That's a part of life that is worth enjoying. Sometimes we got to understand our blessings as opposed to these things we want to complain about that don't matter. Go ahead, Marcos.
No, that's it. Bull 80's got a bunch of kids too. Motos are growing up, but Bull's got the youngins. Go ahead, Bull. Oh,
you're muted.
I actually have 3 of those bad boys. So speaking of this week, we did go to the fair on Monday. And that was the first time any of my children had been to a fair. They've been to Disney World, they've been to Carowinds, things like that, amusement parks, but never like a county fair. So it was a cool experience for them.
Oh yeah.
I do need to fill. Most people in chat know, but I do need to fill Gino in. Motherfucker is a term of endearment on this channel. You get the blessing with it, right? Hey, some of the Gen X shit we do is what we do, man.
Hey, man, I hit a lot of Austin, but I grew up in Las Vegas, Nevada. So, we can talk a little bit about that too. But yeah, an MFer, I got you.
All right, so we're going to go ahead. My apologies. What's up?
Happy birthday to TKD Bar. He turns 40 on Friday.
Happy
Big
birthday.
day. Big day.
Hey, put him up. Put him up for TKD Bar if you got him right here. Salute to the man. What's up, brother? I do believe TKD Bar is from y'all's neck of the woods too. I don't like to shout out where people are from if they don't want to do it, but I'm pretty sure he's from the neck of the woods down there around Gino somewhere.
Nice. Good to have you, brother. Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Oh, dang, it's strong fast.
Real quick. Sorry, Pac. I'm so sorry. Shit. Oh, Brian King is here. Brian King, check out. I know you just got here, but check out Batcity Toys, man. They got a good eBay website. They got a store, bro. They got some nice shit. Brian King, he's got a lot of the G.I. Joe classified with the kits from Gridiron Studios. He was showing pictures last weekend. Phenomenal pictures, Brian King. Really, really cool that you shared that, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, let me go back through and post up on that. I just got to find it.
Yeah, and just like our YouTube channel, our eBay is kind of we're kind of slow to surface, right? So we're building our own website for years, and finally we're like, you know what? Let's just use eBay as a back end store, get ourselves out there, get people to know us while we're building everything on BigCommerce. So we'll have our own dedicated website here pretty soon too.
Yeah, the YouTube grind is real. Like if you guys want it to take off, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to need a dedicated guy for that 100% because
Yeah.
I went through a year. I've been on YouTube. Our anniversary show is coming up this fucking month, bro. And we got special anniversary. I won't divulge it yet, Moto. We're going to keep that quiet for now. But yes, it's almost been 4 years.
Wow. Yeah.
And about a year and a half into it, I just went on this uploading toy hunt craze, right? For a year. I did the math. I was doing an edited upload video to YouTube every 2.15 days for a year. I got just right under 2,000 and I just sat there, right? Because I'm like, I'm not doing this no more, bro. I am not putting in this fucking work no more. I got burned out. So now I just do the podcast. But if you guys want that bitch to roll off, I mean, you have to have a dedicated guy. Like you got to be posting at least 3 to 4 times a week.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We're hoping to build to that. I mean, we started with the show and, we do pre-recordings, do the editing and then post that. And I, talk to people in the industry and they're like, oh man, you got to do live edits and cut out quick. And, we've got homeboy out here, Sean from the Real Life Perspective Show, who also does StreamYard podcasts and that kind of thing. So the mechanics behind it, it's like there's a million options, right? There's a million different things you can do for content. And I don't know. I mean, the hard part for us is don't just push out content to push out content. It's what do we want to say? What do we want to do? What's important? What's going to, really bring value to the folks? And then the other part of it is we've been back and forth, man, because we're all of us guys are very Batcity and in Austin, we're all friends, we're all toy guys, we're all collectors. We don't want it to be like a big commercial for the store. I mean, if you come to the store, great, but we want to talk toys. We want to, just put a mic out while the 4 of us are having a beer, talking about the things we normally talk about, right? And then just let folks listen to that and maybe get some enjoyment out of it. So there's a lot we want to do and only so many hours in the day, right, guys?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to. I'll just say I got you, Marcos. I definitely want to shout some new people came in. Lorenzo Bryant, huge shout to Lorenzo Bryant. He just showed up. I also got where you at? Virgo Cool. I'm sorry if I did mispronounce that. Did I mispronounce that, Marcos?
Virgo Cool. You got
Virgo Cool. Yeah. What's up, man?
Good. Virgo Cool's a girl. She's on Kaz.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh, shout out Kaz. Sorry. Shout out Casual. Sorry, Bill.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that's Roughshod's wife, maybe.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Roughshod.
Correct me, chat, but I believe so.
Yeah. Marcos, you had your hand raised.
If I had a toy store, I would have a kegerator in there filled with Bud Light, and I would have one in the fridge just waiting so I could swap them out real quick. Beer and toys. Shit, man.
Hey.
I'm glad you got your own store. Pack might be getting a store maybe in the next 10 years, but it might happen. It's not a bad time frame at all.
Bro,
what's up, Mark Cosplay?
Hey,
yeah,
Mark Cosplay. Sorry.
I'm telling you, Marcos, that's like, I'm not opening a store here. If I'm opening a store, it's going to be in fucking Lodi.
Yeah.
That's
where you get taxed like a motherfucker here in Cali.
Yeah, but you're out in Cali with the, get some of that. You know how it goes. $5 a gallon for gas, but there's more money to be made out there. So, let's see. Yes, huge shout out to Mark Cosplay. He doesn't join the chat, but we're going to go ahead and get into this so people can at least hear some. They see the title, they know what we're going to talk about, and we're going to talk about some other stuff tonight. But scalpers and resellers. There's been some other people do it. Shout out to Bobby Vala of Valaverse. He kind of initiated. It's been a topic that's been going on for fucking ever, right? In the scheme of every fucking e-commerce thing done. But he kind of stirred it up a little bit here. I don't say stirred it up, I would say brought it up, right? And then I noticed that there may be more, but I noticed that the Island Viper, not Viper Island, the Island Viper, he talked about too. And I thought they both had some great points to make. So we're going to talk about it here and kind of see, but preface this first, right? These are first world fucking problems. When you want to complain about not getting retail for a toy, those people, okay, so I'm going to explain this. These are my opinions. Marcos may have a different opinion. Gino may have a different opinion. Moto Viper, Bull, chat, right? This is just my opinion. So don't take what I say into what other people on the panel, I don't feel like people count their blessings enough if they're worrying about fucking retailing a toy. I mean, are your kids safe? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have food on the table? Do you have steady income? Real fucking shit right there. When I see all these freaking groups getting all bent out of shape, I'm going to start with this. Resellers.
All true.
Yeah. Like me and Moto were talking in the beginning. Moto, remember we were talking about this reseller thing in the beginning?
Yeah.
And you were asking me like resellers, what's up, Doe Studios? He just showed up, man. I'm going to try to get you on the chat once I shut my mouth, right? That's when I do the chat. But people don't understand. Even Walmart's a reseller. They get shit from a distributor. The manufacturer, the distributor got the shit from the manufacturer. So where does it stop? Where does it end, right? And whoever wants to take floor, we can let Gino go ahead if you have any thoughts, like just right off the rip. If anybody wants to go, we just hold our hand up and you buzz them in. Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, Tampa?
I'll put my hand up and I'll take it from you, brother. I mean, that's been the uphill battle, right? I mean, that was the first hurdle I had to jump over when I decided to open the store, because I was a collector before I was anything else, right? And I don't want to add into. I mean, number one, I don't want to open my doors and have people walk in and go, man, Gino's trying to rip people off in here. I mean, that's not what I open my doors for, right? I want a community. I want people to come in and enjoy themselves, bring their kids, whether it's vintage, whether it's new, whatever the case may be. But, not toot my horn here, but just talking about business, man, I got a master's degree in business. And the number one thing they teach you is you got to make money, buy low, sell high, right? So, man, it's about finding the middle space and say, okay, what's reasonable, right? So someone walks in my door and they see something for $5 more than they can get it somewhere else. Hey, man, I'm not trying to gouge you for $5. It's because my costs don't lead me to any kind of profit to keep my doors open so you can come in here, enjoy it, find it on the shelf, and you can't find it in the wild anywhere else, right? I mean, that $5 isn't about getting you. That's about making sure we can stay here.
Yeah.
Now, some people see other prices, right? I mean, we look at the HasLab stuff that comes out, the Mattel Creation stuff that comes out. How many times we see that hit the street after the pre-order and it's double in price? What's that about, right? Is that scalping, or is that what the market will hold? And I think at the end of the day, it just comes down to looking at what's out there. The worst thing I ever have to hear is somebody complain about, hey, man, eBay is posting this for X amount and you're willing to pay me less. Well, stop looking at what it's posting for and look at what it's selling for, right? There's a saying in the business world, what will the market bear? What's something worth? Well, it's worth what somebody will pay for, right? And if you're paying attention, if you're doing business, you're paying attention to that. You're not setting a price saying that's the price I want to get for it. You're setting a price saying that's what the market says it is. So I think the difference between a business person and a scalper is the scalper is out there trying to get the quick money, trying to get as much out of you as they can, gobbling it all up. And the businessman is out there just trying to make a living on things. So I yield to the board on that.
So let me be straight up front for the people that don't know. I saw you, Bull. You raise your hand?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. For the people who don't know, that just jumped in, Gino runs a toy store called Batcity Toys in Austin, Texas. He also does toy shows. That's how I met him. Shout out to Nick, who's in the chat. We met at one of Nick's Tulsa comic swaps.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we met, dude. Sometimes you just gel with motherfuckers, right? You just understand one another and you go forward. Damn it. Hold on a second. This is live TV, so there's no edits here. So I forgot where I was going. But Oh, I want to know what everybody is. So Marcos is a consumer, right? Gino has a toy store. I do only toy shows like in Oklahoma and northern Texas. Bull is a consumer. Moto Viper is a consumer, right? So you have a store, somebody who does toy shows, and 3 consumers in chat, right? So we're all going to talk about this as people. We're not going to fucking be busting anybody's ass here, right? We're just going to talk about, do some facts. Go ahead, Bull. I'm sorry.
Just to preface it, I actually sell some toys sometimes on Macari. I have it's not a lot, but it's into the couple hundreds of toys I've sold on Macari. And that's only because of the collector that I am. I collect a lot of stuff, for those that know me. And eventually I run out of room, or I get tired of that IP, or they come out with a new toy line that I want to collect. So I do sell those. And I do look at market value when I sell those, because it would be foolish of me to hold on to a product for a couple years. The ones I'm talking about are usually sealed in box still, for not selling at market value. So I think if you sell your stuff at market value, I think you're okay. You're not labeled a scalper. But if you're that guy that gets up on Sunday morning, this is only my opinion, and you go to Target and you get there at 8 o'clock and you go to the toy aisle and you grab up every exclusive G.I. Joe they have and you go set the market, that makes you a scalper, in my opinion, because you're setting that market because there's none there. So you can set it for, if there's none for me to buy, if I want to buy it, you're the only person that can tell me what I'm going to buy it for. So I think in my opinion, I think that's a difference. And not that I've never bought something in the store and then turned around and sold it like a month later for whatever that market value is, but I didn't purposely go there to buy up all the product and turn around and flip it immediately. A lot of these guys on like Macari and eBay, you can tell as soon as they walked out the damn store, they're in their front driver's seat on their knee taking the picture. You can tell that, At least when I sell my shit, I put it up nice. I set it up, I have a backdrop, and hell, half the time they're just like, new G.I. Joe, buy now. And they don't even give a description because they just like, oh God, this is the new thing. They scanned it or something. So, but to each his own. If you want to do that, to each his own.
I got to get caught up in chat, guys. These guys are talking too, so we got to keep chiming them in when I can. Get an easy $50 off the cut. But all right, so rough shot. I got to make sure that I go back to. We're just gonna have to get caught up with chat periodically. We're gonna start with Ninja Bill. Ninja Bill says, "Finally got Hot Wheels Bumblebee thanks to Ultra Megatronus. That thing is fucking rare, and the scalpers who sniped that shit needs to crawl into a hole. And shame on Mattel making so rare." We're gonna talk about that too. I don't like to go so hard. Supply versus demand is just a thing, man. If people want it, sometimes it's rare. Roughshod Stock says, if I can make an easy $50 after the cut, I'm in, but I'm not actively looking to resell. Let's see. Just a second. Dead Space. Goku eating screens. Nicholas says, Pack, what's the link to the other live stream connected? That is going to be M3 Reviews. Look up M3 Reviews on YouTube, and you have to shift through all the fucking BMWs, bro. Okay, but I think you already subscribed to it, but check that out. If you can't find it, let me know, and I'm going to post a link to the chat, or Marcos, if you can do it, because he's wanting to talk to other people too, bro. That's why he's wanting to know where it's at. Let's see. I know there was some other stuff, so just a second. Sorry about this. Let's see. Tampa. What's up? Shout out to Tampa. It's been a while since we've seen him, man. On the scalping tip, my personal belief is we all got to eat, so I sell toys to eat. Some people have a grind. That particular grind does help them. Nobody is getting fucking rich schemes, right? Nobody is banking 401k off toys. It's just every fucking thumbnail I put freedom in there. Do you guys know I put freedom in every thumbnail? So people can stop and think about that first. because that's important, man. Like,
It's true.
do you want to stifle everybody? I don't like that you're selling it more for retail. You need to do what I want to do. That's entitlement. You know what I mean? Marcos, how many times have we talked, and I'm going to get to you next, right, with buying something, and you got me around on it, bro. Sitting at your home buying something, right? That's what I'm going to ask you about, but I got to make sure I'm all caught up.
Do Moto Viper first, because Moto Viper didn't get to throw his fucking shit down on that first top.
It's all good, brother.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah. So, Kid with the Kung Fu Grip is here too, bro. Sorry I missed you, bro. What's happening? Kato says, I've rarely resold anything, but I've given a shit ton away. Yeah, I mean, good things come to people, right? The universe does good. Kid with the grin at motherfuck everything. We got you, bro.
Good kid.
No, the B is Kid. So I'm going to go ahead and get back on the panel, right? So if I have to get caught up in chat again, we'll just do that. But Marcos, Moto, what was what Moto needed to touch on, Marcos?
Oh, there's just the basic scalper, fucking where you sell, how you sell.
Reseller. We're talking about resellers first, right? I'm trying to dissect this because this has layers to it. Resellers is what we're talking about.
That's exactly what it is, and it's layers. You know, I've got my my online direct account that I order from. I'm just a consumer, a collector, and then if I can't get it through there, well, then I go see Gino. And if Gino doesn't have it, well, then I go see Pac at a show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's talk about
that's how the circle works for me.
Mm-hmm.
Good, Marcos. So your ideas on just resellers, right? Just resellers and how you acquire shit.
Yeah, from the day I started, man, I've never felt anybody got scalped. I never really thought about the scalping thing. Excuse me. If it's something that I want, like Baroness, the first Baroness, when they made it for Geo Classified, I paid $250 for a Baroness. I was willing to pay $500 for fucking shit for what's his name. I know it. It's just not on the top of my head. For anyway, if the opportunity is there that somebody's going to make some money, good for them. Capitalism, I'm all for it. But now I can search and see that prices aren't always going to be up. And now, like Profit Director says, be a patient collector. It will come down. It will get reissued. And so I've kind of learned that now. But in the beginning, I was like, yeah, I want it. Didn't matter to me what it was being sold for. And I've resold some things. I've resold some fans toys things. Not really feeling bad that, like, say I sold fans toys Omega Supreme, and I made $250 off of them. I sold fucking fans toys Cyclonus. I made like $200 off of him, and he was reissued the following 3 months. And I was like, shit, I feel bad for that guy. He's like, gosh dang it. But resellers, do your thing. Scalpers, do your thing. It gives me the opportunity to see where everything's at. And if I don't want it, I don't have to buy it. I could say, no, that's too expensive, or holy shit, I'm never going to get this. I'm going to try and get it now. But yeah, shout out to Batcity Toys, because that Mumra, I swear I'm probably going to go put my camera on mute and go to that fucking site and get it right now, man. But I really like that Mumra. I've been waiting for one, and I think you guys got it for $59.99 with like $8 shipping or something like that, which is a really good price. I might find it cheaper, but now I have a place to go to who I want to fucking support.
Exactly, bro.
And that's the other thing too, is yeah, exactly, Moto, huh? It's like all about the support thing. Where's it coming from? How can I support and throw money their way if I'm going to get it anyway, kind of thing. So I like that. That's really good.
M3, you made a really valid point too about things will be reissued. I mean, prime example, if you walk into Target right now, there's the Red Hulk exclusive. Remember 2-3 years ago, everybody was going batshit crazy about that. They wanted it. They were paying double the price on eBay. You couldn't find it. Now I have 2 of them just hanging on the pegs in my Target. They've been there for a week and a half. BBTS just released the retro Green Goblin that everybody was loving a couple years back. That thing is going for, I don't know, 150, 175 at one point. And now it just came up on BBTS. Now it's sold out, but it was up for a day. So there is opportunities to get those quote unquote rare figures because they will resell those later, but you don't know. You just got to be an avid collector and kind of keep up with everything to catch them, right? So that was a valid point.
Gino, you got some motherfuckers battling for your shit online right now. Mark Cosplay says I want it too, M3. Damn. Damn. But so resellers, right? So you got to stop and think. Everybody's a fucking reseller. Target, Walmart, everybody.
Amazon.
So and they're not really, stop and think about first world problems opposed to everything's going on, right? Before you're that person just bitching, like some people just can't control their urges, right? So when they can't get that new thing, they want to piss on other people, right? Oh, and the thing is, okay, so next round, if everybody's got a reselling done, let's talk about fair market value. Who wants to take that? You want to go, Moto, or do you want to feed off us?
I want to feed off of you and what you have to say after that.
Okay. Fair market value, okay, is a thing, right? Nothing is set unless consumers set it. Now, every now and then you can get games played with manufacturers reducing how many are made to increase FOMO, right? To increase fake scarcity. That does happen some, but for the most part, right? Consumers set the market. If the thing that you want is fucking expensive, that's because other people want that shit. Go ahead, Gino. Fair market value.
Yeah, it's funny. So I got if I can, a quick story, right? So I'm trying to find distributors outside of going directly to Mattel or directly to Hasbro. And so, I'm working with Entertainment Earth and their distributorship and going through an orientation with them. And I said, hey, man, what about MSRP, the manufacturer suggested retail price? He said, there's no such thing for toys because everybody sets their price the way they want to put it out. I said, so you're telling me that Hasbro has no problem with me buying from you guys as distributor and putting stuff out twice the price? They don't want to give me an MSRP to make sure that their product isn't overpriced in the market or undersold or whatever the case may be. And I got a flat out no. So where does that leave us who are trying to be just like, I hope, Walmart, Target, any of the mainstream outlets are, right? Putting products out at a reasonable price, which is, the market price. But the market for toys is up and down, man. I'm $1 today, I lose $2 tomorrow. And
see, Hasbro don't care about that thing. Nope. They don't care about that. They put it out. You can buy it and resell it. They don't care. They care about a unit, a number. They have a certain number they got to get rid of. They don't give a shit. And Target don't care either. They don't care that a man goes in there and buys 20 of one thing and resells it. They could give shit less. They sold the product off their floor.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the truth, And so when we talk about that, what is the market price? Again, I go back to my education, and the lesson that I remember from that is the price of a product is what someone is willing to pay for. Right? Exactly. An online price, how many times have you seen an online price different than an in-store price, right? Buy it online, you'll get 20% off and free shipping because they want to sell that product quick. They want to do it through the shipping outlet. It saves them on the overhead and all of that. So companies will do that constantly. And then little guys like us, and I'm a little guy, I'll be honest, right? We got to figure out a way to get people what they want. And like I said, my whole focus all the time is not gouging, right? Not being unrealistic about what that price might be. But the market does direct that. What something is selling for gives that indicator of what the potential value on that's going to be. And I love the comment earlier, hey, man, we all got to eat, right? I mean, nobody's in this not to make money. Right? I don't think anybody who's selling isn't trying to make some money, right? Feed the family.
Gino, I wished at some points that I would have a local store like yours. And if I could go to that local store especially back in the day when I was collecting Marvel Legends and I was trying to get the whole Build-A-Figure wave and I'd have to get 6 or 7. I wish I had a local toy store that could resell Hasbro and me go, hey, dude, I don't, at the time, instead of paying $20, I'll pay you $25 per figure because I can go to your store. You can go get me the whole wave, and you can call me the day and say, I got the whole wave. Come get it.
Mm-hmm.
It saves me a lot of time and a lot of money, gas money, this time especially. So that's a good thing for a good local seller like yourself, if you could get into that.
Go ahead, Moto. I think I heard Moto trying to chime in.
No, I was just agreeing with exactly what Bull said. If Big Box doesn't have it, I can go to a store, a reseller store, and know that I'll pay $5, maybe $10 more, but I know I'll get it.
Yep.
All right. And just so we talked about some of the stuff earlier, and people come in and chat later. Gino you have a business degree, right? Is that what you said?
That's right. I've got a master's degree in business administration, which includes sales, retail, marketing, all of those things. And instead of going to work for somebody else, I said, hey, man, I'm going to try this for myself.
Yeah. So a lot of times, we're always picking each other brain on the call, right? So, because I think when Gino saw my stuff, he liked what I had, right? He's like kind of gravitate to it because the toy circuit, bro. The toy circuit, there's a lot of chumps out there. They are bringing the same thing, like that was talked about in that Valaverse video. What's the difference between sellers and scalpers? There's a lot of people in the toy circuit, and they're bringing the same thing over and over. It's raised. The prices are ridiculously high, right? So there's a lot. I mean, that's the pocket I operate in. I'm like, you motherfuckers make it easy for me. You want to know why? Because I work hard to buy it right. So I sell it right, right? People get deals. Like this week, I'm fucking running ragged trying to get ready for Plano, right? But what makes me happy is when I get there and I see people smiling, right? Mm-hmm. And why are they smiling? Because they're coming to somebody that brings at least 30 to 40% new product every month to that show. They're smiling because somebody gives a fuck about what they think. They're smiling because the price is, I'm not perfect on everything, right? But I would say about 75 to 80% of my prices you can't beat. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got to agree with that. Yeah.
So there's just a lot of fucked up shit with it, right? Robert France, I don't want to pronounce this wrong, but I probably am. Robert says, when I worked at Target back in the 90s, a guy would hide Star Wars toys. We're always going to deal with that. It doesn't matter whether it's clothes, shoes, cars, jewelry, automotive parts. You're just going to deal with people who want to have things, right? But the thing,
Robert, that's still going on, brother. That's still going on.
I didn't see your hand in there, motherfucker.
You can't see my hand.
Well, then get your face on, bro. Bulls are awesome, man. We love to give each other shit, man.
Let's see. You can see it now. Wait, here it is.
Oh, strange ass shit, bro. Creepy. But, right? It all depends. Like Gino talked about again. I started off. Are you going to somebody who started off as a collector and is still a collector and understands collectors? Or are you going to the e-commerce guy? And like Marco said, shout out to the resellers, shout out to scalpers, capitalism, right? We can't take shit away just because we don't agree with every fucking thing all the time. That's correct. Yeah. Go ahead, Gino.
Yeah, it's funny, and I knew this was going to come up when we talked about the topic, right, Pac? So the scalper thing, but let me give you guys a perspective from the store side, right? And that is, I get people to walk in the door all the time. They see a fair price on something I've got out there, and the question is always, what's the best price you can give me on that?
Yeah, I can.
So it goes the other way around too, right? I mean, you wouldn't walk into Walmart and grab something off the shelf and go to the front counter and go, I don't think this is the right price. Give me a better price, unless you had like you're shopping around and we'll match any lower price or whatever. I get that. And man, I get the guys. I get this one guy local comes in all the time. Throws down $500, buys a grip of stuff, and then he gets to the register and he shows me his sales tax exempt sticker. So a tag, because I know he's going to take that and he's going to go scout that stuff and put that out because I got a good price on something. So it goes both ways, man. I mean, we get it coming and going. So I get the people that say, yo, you're scalping, or because it's even $1 more than you can get it somewhere else. But it's dogged, man, to keep your doors open when you got a business and you're trying to run the store. It goes both ways.
If people, like a lot of people that know me and they come back to my booth, right, they don't even have to ask me that. Because I'm telling you, one of the things I don't like is, what's your best? God damn it. So if you come up to me and you say, what's your best? I don't know you. And I will look, I will just give you a look and I'll just point to the sticker. Right? Like there's so many people that are just obsessed. What's your best? What's your best? Bro, if you research how much this shit is, you already know the best is right there. You buy multiple, you can get even better than the best. Go ahead, Marcos.
No, I'm not interrupting. I just want to be next. Go ahead.
Good. You're good. I was done.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, man, I can count on one hand and actually 3 fingers probably of how many times I fucking tried to get a price down. And it was only for play at a toy show. Like, hey, bro. And I have a Ed 209, Hot Toys Ed 209. Shout out Manny. That guy saw me looking at it. We had a great conversation. I said, I'll be back. When I came back around, he's like, you still thinking? I'll drop the price. I'm like, I'm thinking, man. Came back around, dropped the price again. Yes. He got me to buy it by bringing his price down. You know, I didn't have to say anything. But there's been a couple things where I'm like, man, okay, maybe not what's your best, but kind of like in the scenario of trying not to disrespect somebody, but man, like, or be in front of somebody, like you're looking at it on eBay or Amazon and they've got it and they're like, okay, wait, what are you looking at? I'm like, well, shit, they got it for $29, man. Okay. And literally three times I've ever, if there's a fucking price and if I want it, I'm getting it, you know, and I try real hard to respect the fact that the price is there for a reason. It's not there to negotiate. If you want it, get it, because there's 65 other people in line that are going to come across here in the next 3 hours. I'm not going to fucking lower it down yet. It's the beginning of the toy show kind of thing. I get all that, man, and I'm happy that I'm not one of those guys that really tries to get the better deal. And if you are, that's fine. That's your vote. That's great, man. Yeah,
the point about that is the tact used, right? The tact used most time to what's your best, right? You know, it's just the tact used. A lot of people want deals, and I know that. And I used to start making these prices, right, to where there's a lot of adjustability. I said, you know what? I'm just putting the price on what it fucking is, right?
That's it.
Yeah. And I started doing that around. I got you, Bull. I started doing that around Christmas time. Our last Christmas show, man. I was like, you know what? I'm going to drop these prices. This still works for the percentages I need, right? Because any successful business operates off a percentage of product, right? I think the standard is 20 to 30%, right?
Minimum.
Am I right on that, Gino?
Yeah. If you're not at least at 30%, you're losing, especially with the cost of overhead and those kinds of things. Carrying costs is really what kills the store. Yeah.
And so I still see you, Bull. Yeah. And some people, they will not come down on anything. They could bring, like Bobby Valla was saying in that video he did. Somebody had, I think, sorry if I'm wrong, a Sectar's vintage playset, right? And he would bring it to every show, never sell it, never been on the price. Well, you know what? There's just some people that don't get people and how some people come to me and they really want something, right? I'm not opposed to their plight, right? We can figure something out 9 times out of 10. Go ahead, Bull.
I think, unfortunately, people have that mindset when they go to a toy show like that. It's the same thing as like going to a flea market. I'm not trying to degrade anything. I know it's different, but to people that's going there to purchase stuff, they're looking for a deal. You know, they know they have that mindset that it's okay to ask for a lower price. I hear it. I've done it. I feel everybody I've been to toy shows, they do it too, you know, and I just think that's the mindset. And I think a lot of that comes from what you said a couple minutes ago, that you at one point inflated the price, right? And I think people kind of knew that. I thought
no, did not inflate the price. Went close to fair market, right?
Well, you went fair market.
No, you know what? I could come down on this, but later on, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go bottom dollar with everything that I need for my percentages. So,
but I think a lot of those sellers at these toy shows do that. I think they tack on a certain percentage because they know they're going to have to play that cat and
that's why.
Game, right?
So I wanted to stop the cat and mouse, Bull, and that's how I stopped it. I'm like, you know what? Fuck, you're going to see it. You're going to see the price. You're going to be like, fuck. I don't need to ask him to go cheaper. But if they buy multiple, I'm like, hey, even though my prices are low, you can get multiple right now and get even less. You got Lorenzo Bryant, Marcos?
Yeah, thank you. Lorenzo Bryant's got 3. He raised his hands. Look at him.
I've seen it. I'm trying to get it in.
Yeah, Lorenzo, thank you, man. He says, I'm raising my hand. One of my best friends does that at Walmart. No lie. He will talk to the manager 90% of the time. He's sending us pics of his truck and back seat full of stuff. He's asking what to do with. And then he says, I'm raising my hand again. One of my best friends would do that at Walmart. He would talk to the man. Oh, same thing. Yes.
Yeah.
And the last one is it bit him in the tail before he had one bringing stuff out the back saying wanted them all right. I think I mispronounced it.
He's referencing to when we said you can't go to Target or Walmart and ask them to reduce the price unless it's a. He's referring to he had a friend of his that did that a lot and got discounts.
Right. Mark Foster says that's a great tactic, Pack. It's great because believe it or not, guys, I'm still thinking about you when I sell shit. Like I could buy anything I wanted, right? And just put whatever price I want, but the extra work comes in buying it right. So I can give it to you right. So there's just a lot of people that just don't give a fuck. Go ahead, Tony. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Gino. I think I saw your hand up, Gino.
I just wanted to clarify. So when I brought that up about people coming and asking me, for a discount or whatever, I was just trying to put that out there that there is, a system of checks and balances in the market, right? So someone could put a price up, someone could be putting a price so high it's scalped, but there's also the flip side where people, want to barter, people want to work it out, and you'll get to a better price that way. Just as a balance, not that I was saying one way or the other's the right way or one or the other's bad, but that's those are tactics, if you will.
What's up? Shout out to Larkin's Lair, man. He's a 3 live stream VIP. He has been here since day fucking 1.
Larkin, what up, Larkin's Lair?
All the way back, Larkin. All the way back in 2020.
2020.
Yeah, he's got a pretty large outfit, dude. His YouTube is pretty large, man. I haven't checked it lately, but he does great reviews when it comes to anything he fucking touches. All right, he does a lot of Transformers. Go ahead.
Real quick, shout out Larkin's Lair because I've said it before. I think I've said it a couple times. When I watched MGO 316, now MGO 316 is my boy to go to and watch Transformers transform and shit. He's got JTI.
Yeah.
He's sweet. And I was watching the video. Motherfucking had Larkin's Lair 3D print stand for the Ark and the Nemesis, or the Nemesis, I believe, is the one he was doing. Oh, I was like, Larkin's Lair sold a fucking 3D print, or he.
That's cool.
Go bought a 3D print from Larkin. I was amazed. That was great, Larkin. One of my fucking. That was a happy time for me. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah. Hey, I need to take a piss, but before that, I need to. Your blue wrench. Was your blue wrench working last show, Marcos? Because it doesn't show you with a wrench.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yes, it was. That's why I said that. He didn't have a wrench right now.
What the fuck, YouTube? Like, I ain't changed nothing. The rules are always set, right? So I got to go back in and see what the fuck they did.
Mm-hmm.
So,
hey, Motos, you got a wrench still?
No.
Say something in chat.
No, Moto don't have a wrench because he hasn't made a comment on one of our shows. He has to make a comment after one of our shows are done, right? Then I can find your channel because you don't have a channel. You're so hard to find. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you do that, I can click your name. It'll take me to your YouTube.
Yeah. Hey, Pack, real quick. Everybody that's in my stream chat, just jump over to Pack's stream chat, and you guys can see everybody's comments. You could leave mine barren. Don't worry about it. Just jump over to Pack's, and that way you guys can all fucking see each other. But
yeah, it doesn't really matter to me. What I want out of this is I want to have a good time with people on the panel, and I want to have a good time with chat. So the more people that can get in here with chat makes it fucking awesome for us.
Absolutely.
Well, getting at Ninja Bill said, I do not see in chat, Larkin, but how goes it? I just want everybody
to all that.
All right. Yeah. That's because when we stream, some people are going to click on M3 reviews, right? So it's only going to, it's a fault, right? It's a fault in the system. They should fix that somehow, but I don't think they can. But we do that because we want both channels up and running. So, yeah, if you want to guys go back and forth and just talk, whatever, but it don't matter to me. I got lots of stuff to keep me busy in chat because this is my channel. We're streaming it second to him, but you can't really tell when you see it online. But I'm trying to think of where we're at next because there's a lot of layers to this. Marcos, if you want to go, because I got to take a piss. Does anybody else need to go?
I gotta go.
Okay, we're gonna go. Marcos, just take this chat and Bull and Gino.
Gino steaks.
Gino,
family.
I bought that. I took 10 seconds and I bought that Mumra. It's going to be coming to me.
Good. That's awesome. Way to go, bro.
Cool. Setting the price right, making people happy, right?
Nice.
I love it. That's great.
And I appreciate you, very much so.
Kid says I feel sticky when I go to M3's channel. We try. Kid. I'm glad you're here, man.
So
Mark
gross.
Cosplay, Larkin's there. Ninja Bills.
Everybody's here, man. It's awesome. All
Honestly,
the regular suspects.
yeah.
Give me the keys.
DFS, Lorenzo, Robert Francois. Hey, Robert Francois. I wish I did M3, but it's 1,000 miles from home. To buy that Unicron. Gotcha. Yeah. Which Unicron was it? Was it the it's not Legacy Bullwinkle, it's Armada. Unicron Armada, or was it Unicron the HasLab? Robert Francois. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the Armada Unicron. Gino, what's your take on your percent of Transformers, G.I. Joe, vintage, retro? What are you doing? What are you getting?
Yeah, so I mean, when I opened the store, the focus was vintage stuff, right? But then a lot of people would come in and ask me about the new stuff too. So, we tried to balance out, right? I tried to see what people are looking for and bring stuff in. I would say we're about 20% G1s, 80% new stuff. For a long time we were selling the Combiner Wars stuff. We still got upgrade kits, put on all of our figures. The Titans are huge sellers, so
yeah,
I think I do more on Titans than I do anything else. You were just talking about the Armada Unicron. Well, we had probably for almost a year in the store there, the Amazon exclusive, which I think was a better paint on the Armada, and people really loved that one. Picked that one up quick. We're the same way with everything. But what I tried to do is make sure that we stick with the vintage properties. So things from the late 70s to the mid 90s, and then the offshoots of those. Right? People come in and ask me all the time, "Hey, where's your manga? Where's your Dragon Ball Z?" And I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry that wasn't my thing. That's not what I do.
Yeah.
But if you want to come in and you want to get vintage G.I. Joe and also look at the classifieds, you're going to find them both in our store." So it's about those properties. I tell people all the time, I don't sell toys, I sell nostalgia. And if you've come into the store, you know that, right? So you walk around, you take a look around, you start remembering what things were like when you were a kid. Maybe you bring your kids in with you, you're showing your daughter and your son, "Hey, daddy had that, mommy had that when I was a kid." And then maybe you take a little piece of it home with you, whether that's something vintage or something new. So really try to create an experience for people too, man, because it's all about the fun, right? At the end of the day with the toys.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Gino, you mentioned that you were a collector first. What's your number one line that you collect? Or maybe if you can't say your number one, what's your number 2 or 3? What's your top ones that you like to collect? You like to, maybe take photographs of or play around with, put on your desk at work, what is that?
Right.
Yeah. So, my background personally outside of toys is in music, right? So, I play with Cubase and different DAWs, and the electronics, the keyboards, that kind of thing. So, I'm making a tangent here. So, Transformers have always been a huge thing of mine, right? And I remember back in my programming days, a buddy of mine used to have puzzles all over his desk. I was like, "Man, why do you have puzzles all over your desk?" He's like, "Because if I can't figure something out, I'll do a puzzle real quick. It'll change my mindset, and I can get back to work." So when I was doing that, I was like, "Well, man, my favorite puzzles are Transformers." So
Perfect.
15 years ago, I'm walking around a Toys R Us, and wow, man, look at what they did with Optimus. Look at what they did with this. And I started picking stuff up. And before you know it, my desk was covered with Transformers. I'd transform them, I'd combine them, I'd do whatever, get back to work. And then, the next thing was Star Wars, right? Because I'm one of the last generation that remember seeing something from the original series in the theater. So, then it was Star Wars, and then it was, oh man, G.I. Joe, because I love that 3 3/4. And my wife one day just looked at me and said, "Man, you got to do something with all this," because it was taking up the garage. It was, I was trading with friends and doing stuff.
Amen, brother. My wife said the same shit.
Here, yeah, right, man. Here I am. So when people ask me all the time, "What do you collect?" Everything. Because whether it's in the store or whether it's in the office here, my theater room, wherever, it's my collection, and I just sell it and share it with everybody.
It sounds like those Transformers were the ones that reeled you back in, though. That's
Yeah.
cool, man.
I gotta get caught up in. I gotta get caught up in chat, fellas. So, dude, got to give this shout out. He did this a while ago. Kurt says, "I've been watching you guys on PAX since September or November of 2020." Yes, Curtis is definitely a VIP to the channel too, man.
Shout out, big dog.
Yeah, huge shout out to Curtis, man. Ninja Bill says, "Dang, I just visited your page. You know, no Gundams. All good though. Hey, we all have to strive to get new product."
Man. Yeah,
dude. Anytime I get a new
store, but yeah.
anytime I get a new IP, Gino, I'm freaking excited because you know me. When you come to my store, my section, I like to have so many different IPs, right? Because you don't know who's coming in that month. You don't know who's coming in that week. You don't know what's hot. But let me see this. That's something I'd like to do, but I haven't heard from Moto Moto. Have you got any questions or anything you want to say to any of us, right? Because I know you're, I haven't heard you talk in a while, bro.
Oh no, I've just been pretty much agreeing with you. I've got the same setup. I've got the online pre-order, and then I've got the big box, and I've got my local guy, and then my outside local guy happens to be you. So it doesn't matter what the price is, but when it gets whoever it gets to, that's what the price is. Boom, let me snag it from you.
Yeah, dude, it means a lot to me. Like you guys were talking earlier how you like to support the people who you feel do the best, right? Giving back within, right? So I told Moto, every time he does, man, it's like it hits me in the chest every time because I should never feel ho-hum just about something selling, right? Something I'm never going to disrespect anybody's time and effort. And if you pay me $1 or $1,000, I got to respect you because the time and energy you spent in making that dollar doesn't need to be respected in my outfit. You know what I mean?
I get you, man. No, man. No,
I have
405, everybody. I'm telling you.
We gotta get to a question. Is that what you're gonna do, Marcos?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead with the question, Marcos.
Well, only if it doesn't change too much of the topic. But question for anybody, everybody. Do you have something in your collection that you feel is overpriced, retail, but you still love and happy with your purchase? I know it's kind of a weird question. Not really. But like if I go first on that, like there's nothing in my collection where I feel like I paid overpriced for, where I'm still happy with it, but retail, I don't know. I guess I would need a little bit. What do you think, Pat? Because
what about you? What about you, Moto? The question is, do you have something in your collection that you feel is overpriced, retail in parentheses, but you still love and happy with your purchase?
No, not one thing that I feel is overpriced. No.
And why you feel that way? Just say why you feel that way.
Either I got it at retail or I got it at my local toy guy, my toy store, who always gives me a good discount. And then if he can't get it, then I got 3 Live 405, who's got great prices as well. So I mean, it's
even if you
Jane for me, man.
Even if you have to go to other outlets, you enjoy supporting local and you enjoy supporting the particular community you're involved in.
Oh yeah, I do. I really do.
Yeah.
There's one jerk he'll never get 1 red cent from me.
Who?
No, I'm not gonna shout out his name, but it's another toy store here local, and it's
okay. Gotcha.
That's how it is.
Go ahead, Bull. Questions to you.
I would have to say the answer is no, because everything I've purchased, I've heard, prime example, HasLabs. I probably have 6, 7 HasLabs, and a lot of people say they're way overpriced. A lot of people disagree about that product, about why they need to do. We all know that what's been going on with HasLabs. I never thought they were overpriced because it was okay for me to pay that money because I wanted that product.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter if it was $1 or $3 billion. If I had the money and I wanted it, then what's the value of that? I wanted it, right? If I had the money to buy it, it's okay. Now, the person sitting beside me may go, why the hell would you pay $350 to a multi-billion-dollar company when they could just put it on a shelf? I'm like, I don't know, but I wanted it and I had the money to buy it, so I bought it. If I thought it was overpriced, more than likely I wouldn't have purchased it at all, right? But I don't feel that way about it because it's what I wanted. So there's really not a price you can put on something that you really want.
I think that's a great way of looking at it too, because you got people complain about paying anything over retail, right? Consumers set the market.
Hey,
So
DF has got his hand up.
do what?
DF has got his hand up. He's got a
Okay,
question.
let me get to that. Let's see.
He said, nah.
He's got his hand up, but I don't see anything.
He said, nah.
DFS got his hand up.
Shit.
That's funny. That's the Vulcan sign. Yes.
Oh, the Vulcan sign.
Ah.
Don't
So-
be mad.
The question. So let me get back to the question. The question is to. Let me find it again.
Well, Lorenzo answered his own question too. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me. I don't know if you were here, Gino, but the question is, do you have something in your collection that you feel was overpriced, retail in parentheses, but you still love and happy with your purchase?
Yeah. So funny story. You walk into the store right now. I got this. I mean, it's all displayed out. Jabba's barge, right, from HasLab early on in the project. And I remember talking to my wife about it. I'm like, man, I'm going to pull the trigger on this thing, And I did. I bought it, right when it hit the market, and I paid twice for what it cost to get in.
Oh,
When you
that
could.
was
So I
okay.
think I put like, $1,200 down on it or something. Came in, opened it up, pulled it out. I was so happy with it. You walk into the store right now, I've got it displayed, all Black Series figures all over it, movie accurate, 2 of the matching skips with it, and people walk in all the time and they're like, why is that thing $6,000? I'll tell you why it's $6,000. So it don't walk out the door.
Yeah, you don't want to sell it.
I don't want to sell it, right? I mean, so it's kind of a joke, right? I mean, I don't expect anybody to lay down 6 bills on that thing. Maybe half that would be reasonable,
But people do.
people do. Sometimes they do, and it's
Especially
not
sealed.
help anybody. I'm making a joke out of it, and I have no intention of selling it because I love it, and I just want it to be a display in the store.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And
That's
some people tell me take the price tag off. Well, if I take the price tag off, and I did that too, people come up to me how much for that? How much for that?
Yeah.
How much for that? So it's a trick of the trade, right? Hide it in plain view. And hopefully my wife doesn't watch this because I think she thinks I'm serious about the price, but that thing ain't going nowhere.
I don't blame you, my friend. That was one of those HasLabs that was right when I started getting back into collecting.
Yeah.
And I wasn't collecting Star Wars at the time. I was only collecting MCU and Marvel Legends and comic Marvel Legends because that got me started back into it, sort of like Transformers did with you.
Right.
So I looked at it and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I was like, $500? What? That's a lot of money. That's nothing now compared to what that damn thing's worth. I would love to go back in time and buy one for 500.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, real
And they're
quick.
very limited too. I think there was only like 5,000 of them made or 4,000. It was very limited. That also shoots the price up. It's not like these other HasLabs that sell 28,000.
Go ahead. Marco's trying to talk.
Oh, sorry,
Hey,
Mark. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. Hey, fucking, like, just when listening to you guys talking shit, like, I'm like about your endeavor, Gino, you just told $6,000 on something. Like, I could look in everything that I have in here, and I've got like 10 grand on each fucking thing, whether it's a Hot Wheel or a fucking anything, because everything in here has like a tattoo value, and I could give it away. I've given to a child, like a kid like a bunch of my nephews, friends, kids. And I can't say no to, right? So I'm like, go ahead, pick whatever, not the toys, but like they want a Hot Wheel. I'll let them play with some stuff. Hey, can I pull that down? But still, it goes back in. I make sure they tell them to be nice with it, be cool with it.
Yeah.
Like, don't disrespect it. And I like love everything in here. I got fucking custom shit from our cosplay. That fucking poster alone is priceless. I wouldn't sell that for if somebody said, I got $1 million, are you fucking stupid? I'd be like, I'm good. Now that's an exaggeration because what if Mark came and said that? And I'd be like, yeah, Mark, you could buy it. But anybody else? I don't know, man. It's tough. That's how attached I fucking feel. But
I get it.
If there was an accidental fire that one of my kids or best friends fucking lit in the house and it burned down, I would not hold them accountable and be mad. It's what it was. That's how it went. But I was like, I fucking hate you. You fucking destroyed all my toys. No way. No way. So it's not like family first, right? But a lot of that shit, it's hard, man. People give you stuff. Like my wife bought some stuff in here. I'll stop. Boom. That's it. That's all I got.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Hey,
yeah, I like it. I like having
you got a statement. You got the answer from Lorenzo up. We all answered it except for me. I'll go last.
Yeah. What's up, Jeffrey Lockhart, Ninja Bill, Larkin, still here? Mark. Larkin says $20. $20 was a lot when I was a kid where I had to think twice before spending that kind of money. Now it's everything.
Yeah. You see Lorenzo Brian's comment? Robot Paradise Soundwave, Ramen Toy Thunderhawk. Love both, but feel they could have been a little cheaper.
Sorry, Lorenzo, I didn't even see that, bro.
Do you not see it on your screen?
I do now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like in my brain talking and shit, you know.
I was like, maybe it was fucking up, but let's see. Let me get caught up. Yeah, Stray says the retail price is what it's worth. What you're willing to pay is something different. Scalpers operate in the space of distorting those two views, but they still don't get it unless people will give them the money. If they put it up right for the money that they want, it's going to set if consumers won't pay it. So when you see people complaining about price, they just kind of sound stupid because nobody's making that money unless a consumer throws it down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's my 2 cents on that. And I think we just go too hard when it comes to toys. Okay, when you go to the dealership, do you know you're not fucking paying retail for that part? You're not paying retail for that part that's fixing your car. You're paying, and I'm going to tell you this, you're paying way over MSRP for that part. Parts for cars are some of the worst price stuff. The matrix on those, I worked in the car business for 20 years as a mechanic. Dude, if people understood what was really out there, they just wouldn't fucking go on these toys like they do. It just wouldn't, man. Like a fucking alternator could cost them $61. They're going to put $520 on that motherfucker. And if you think I'm exaggerating, you're wrong. So my whole point of that is think before you speak about these toys. There's shit that's way worse than that. And there's shit going on in our life that's good. We don't need to worry about stuff like that. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're all like you were saying in the beginning, first world problem. We're like, toys. We don't have to deal with war. We don't have to deal with any of the shootings right now. Like we're all healthy and alive. It's crazy, man. You see all that shit around you. You almost have
I feel like it's entitlement, Marcos, right? Like
but we're not like we're not assholes, you know what I mean?
Some are. Do you read some of these?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Go ahead, Moto.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I misread.
You're fine.
I feel like we should be entitled to the normal.
How I feel about entitlement, Moto, I'm not entitled to shit. I'm entitled to my constitutional rights, and sometimes that gets sketchy. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'm not even entitled to fucking oxygen. If the good Lord and Mother Earth want to take that shit from me, it's gone. I'm not entitled to shit, man. I got to work for everything, and it could all be gone tomorrow. So entitlement, feeling like you deserve this, I'm not from that at all. Let's see. Oh, we got to shout out Jeffrey Lockhart. But anyway, if anybody's interested, I got a topic. If you guys are interested, we might talk a little bit about music at the end too, because I like talking music to Moto, and I'm curious to know what Gino likes to listen to. But is anybody in the chat in the panel curious to see what's hot and cold on my side and what's hot and cold on Gino's side? Are you interested in what toys are selling and which ones aren't right now?
Okay.
Okay, so I'll go. Like, here's what's not selling for me right now. G.I. Joe Classified. Now, the Ferret, the Tiger Paw, the Once a Man. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about if you take blue box. I'm talking about if you take older vehicles. I'm talking about if you got art box figures. G.I. Joe is down right now. What do you see that's down right now?
For me, what's down right now is Marvel Legends. Yeah, I mean, unless it's Deadpool or Wolverine, the new issues, nobody cares about what's going on in Marvel right now. And everybody's got what they had for their collection. I get more that come through my front door for people to buy, or for me to buy from them, than people want to buy from me.
Yeah, Watkins Lair said, "These are blessings. My family came from nothing, but we worked hard to get where we are and what we have. First world problems. Yep, for sure. I don't have Marvel Legends is one of the top sellers always for me. So Marvel Legends and Transformers tops. The ones that dip, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles dip like a motherfucker. They got way lows. I mean, they're not consistent. McFarlane is up and down. McFarlane's like the freaking stock market, dude. Like November took a hit. Then like the first of the year it went crazy. Then it dipped again. And then like last 2 months ago it was going like crazy. Now it's dipped again. Who else is there? Star Wars. Star Wars is in a huge fucking hole. Huge hole.
It has, man.
Yeah, unless it's vintage collection, I can't see anything Star Wars right now.
And even vintage collection, because they tried to go up on those deluxe prices up to like $28-$30, and people are like, no way, dude. Not when the fucking price of a vintage Star Wars figure a year and a half ago was $11.99. You remember? $12.99, $13.99.
There's
still a market for it. There is, man. I gotta be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie. You take a look at our eBay right now. We got some that are up in the 50, 60 range, and that's because that's where they're at. If I put them at $20, I wouldn't keep it because, that's the market that, unfortunately.
Are they the newer ones or the older versions of TVC?
They're the newer ones, and I'll be honest with you, it is mostly from the original trilogy, right? Characters. I mean,
yes.
That's what drives characters. What drives the sale with Star Wars, right?
Moto Viper is a TVC collector as well. That's what are you looking for right now? Are you looking for anything at all for TVC Moto?
Troopers, original Troopers, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
The original Troopers are out right now. The 4 of them with the Star Wars, around it. Those are out right now in Walmarts. The Trooper, the Luke Skywalker, the pilot, Luke Skywalker, the Darth Vader, and the R2-D2.
Yeah,
those are the 4 out. I collect that as well.
Yeah. I like the TVC. I like the Black Series too, but only certain things.
Good.
Black Series was hard to collect a couple of years ago, man. For like 2 straight years, Black Series released over 100 figures, 2 years in a row. Try keeping up with that shit.
McFarlane blew that out of the water almost in 6 months this year.
Yeah, they probably did.
No, they did. I have the number. We were following it.
But when people talk about classified and they're like, oh, 3.5 years, 4 years, we're at 160. I'm like, Star Wars did that in a year and a half. But that's cool. I like that you like that. But the funny thing about G.I. Joe and Transformers, they're the only 2 that made money last year for Hasbro. Hasbro as a company was down. They were negative, except Transformers and G.I. Joe.
I will tell you this. That won't be the case this year.
In 2024, you're probably right. I see them peg warming. G.I. Joe's peg warming. It's everywhere.
Yep. And you wonder why is it peg warming? Because it's readily available now.
When
you couldn't get Cobra Island, there was more demand than supply. What happens? What happens every time that the supply is greater than the demand? Prices go up. Interest goes up. People want it, right? When it's everywhere, here's what collectors do. I'll get that later. I'll get that later. I'll get that. Then it disappears, right? Then they fall into like, oh man, 2-3 years later, like I never got that figure back then. Now I got to get it, right?
BBTS just released 4 really good Black Series figures. One of them being that Walgreens exclusive Obi-Wan Kenobi Clone Wars.
Oh, dude, that thing was getting mad money for the release. But if Marco
It's on
said it.
BBTS. It came out today.
Yeah, Marco said it before, and that's a very good point. Any veteran collector already knows the cycle. Everything's coming back around again. That company, if that OB1 you're talking about got shit tons of money earlier this year, right before they announced it, that was getting lots of money.
Yeah, well, so Pat told me that 2019, 20 and 21, he told me that shit, dude. Like when I met him, and I didn't see anything he saw, but everything he said, because he's been a fucking vet. He's a veteran. I just started barely like 2008, the COVID and shit, and having fun with it, talking to people. But fucking to this extent, I've always had for the majority of part 2017, 16. But anyway, Back fucking's right about hella shit, man. It's crazy.
For about a 3-year period, man, Walgreens had mad fucking exclusives, and they were going for tons of money.
Shout out Ninja Bill. He's out, man. Thanks for stopping, bro.
Ninja Bill.
Hey, way to raise your hand, Ninja Bill. Everybody raised their hand.
I'm curious though, Moto. I just want to talk about some music. What music interests do you have? What's your go-to jams when you need to? Work's been fucking rough, or you're at work, right? What's your go-to jams, man? Music.
It's called Pandora. It's Pantera Radio.
Pantera?
Yeah. Well, no, it's just the name of the station I created. It's Pantera Radio. It's just heavy rock, heavy shit, mostly from 80s, 90s, early 2000.
Dude, I got to shout Moto out because a long time ago he sent me a dual disc cassette player, and he sent me cassettes. I collect cassettes now. They're hard to find, right? But I love cassettes. There's something about watching the cassette deck spin. The reels just spin while you're listening, man. That's heavy nostalgia for me, man, because I used to sit in my room, Moto, just vegging out when I was like 12 years old to music, man. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm in here with my music, man.
Absolutely.
So tapes are awesome. I collect cassette tapes. I don't sell them, motherfuckers. But Gino, what's your go-to music, man?
So I'm a XM radio subscriber. I love Turbo. Love listening to the hard new metal.
41 channel 41.
Yeah,
Turbo.
It's reminds me of who I was. Or I'm the other way, Pack. I collect records, man. So I've got my turntable, and man, I go all the way back to I've got an original. Sorry, I'm going to pass because I can't think of the name right now. But I'll just run it from late '60s all the way up to the '90s, man. That's my record collection. Everything that's hot's in there.
See, like some Baby Come Back, and then some freaking Nirvana.
Oh yeah,
not quite that range.
But,
I'll go from Foreigner to AC/DC, and
too, bro.
Metallica Black Album.
Yeah,
or something, and
Nirvana.
go back to I was gonna say Hendrix, man. I've got the Hendrix Are You Experience. If I'm having a bad day, I throw that record on there and I'll listen to it.
I do everything from. So when I was growing up, I definitely listened to late 80s hip hop and rock and metal, right? But now, dude, I listen to stuff from not much from the 60s, but some. I do some 50s with like Chuck Berry. That's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
But everything, like almost everything from 80s, 90s, hip hop, rap.
Me too, bro.
Metal. Like I listen to it all, man. My playlist might play fucking Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power, and then it might play Whitney Houston, fucking I Want to Dance or some shit, dude. So it's everywhere, bro. And I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you don't like that song, but if I like it, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But Marcos, what's your go-to jams? What's your good music you like to listen to?
Back knows he was with me and shit. I'm like, fuck, gangster rap, motherfucker. Just throw that shit on motherfucking Ice Cube radio. The motherfucking, it's on right now. It's been for like the last year and a half, year. 2 Live Crew radio, dude. That shit has everything, dude. Everything.
I love it.
That's great. And I fucking just everywhere. Like when I go, but I'm not a music like when I was a kid, I never like had to have music on. I wasn't down with this, that. I enjoyed fucking like my up here and shit. And then I fucking like, I don't know, man, like cool, music was cool, but I didn't go buy fucking DVDs. I didn't go buy a CD player. I didn't hook up my car with fucking, well, I did, but I had bugs. I had a bunch of bugs, dude. Fucking, and I put stereos in them. But nothing.
Oh, you had hella bugs, dude. Hella Volkswagen Beetles.
Yeah. They were dope, dude. I love beat.
Marco's a gangbanger building fucking Beatles, man. Yeah. Jeffrey Lockhart says, I collect CDs, got about 400 in my library. Everything from rock, hip hop, rap, country, bluegrass, heavy metal, all kinds of stuff. Shout out Jeffrey, man. And shout out to Johnny Ohm. He just showed up, man.
Johnny Ohm, sup, ninjas?
What's up, Johnny?
Yes.
So, Johnny,
Go ahead, Bull. Music.
I mean, the great thing is I was born in the mid 70s. So I grew up between like 85 and 95. And to me, that's the best 10 years of life with music and fucking movies and cartoons and everything. That 10-year period, to me, it's beautiful. So I could throw in anything from, now I'm going a little bit before 85, but AC/DC, I love AC/DC. But then I can put on some fucking Biggie Smalls or some Wu-Tang Clan or Nirvana or Pearl Jam, just any of that shit, man. It's fucking awesome. Or some Hall & Oates. I love Hall & Oates. Throw that in the fucking mix. You know what I'm saying? Baby, come back. I mean, that shit's great, man. You kidding me? So go ahead. Outkast. I love some fucking Outkast.
Yeah. Well, Outkast comes on fucking Two Live Crew Radio. So a couple of your songs are on Two Live Crew Radio, dude. But everything else you said, forgive me. Damn, if I'm somewhere and I listen to someone else's fucking music, I'm like, it's fine, and I don't complain. I don't say nothing.
Oh man, I love Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam, Nirvana, all that shit's great, dude. Metallica.
Yeah, Metallica. They don't come on, so I guess I gotta have. I just don't.
Jay-Z back in the day.
Hey, don't forget Tesla, Bull. Jeffrey Lockhart says. Dude,
there are good music.
CCR, CCR, fucking
Too Short.
Beatles.
Too Short, Lil Wayne.
Too Short, all that shit. This is great, man.
Even She's My Cherry
Pink
Pie.
Floyd. Pink Floyd. I'm jumping around, but that's me. I listen to everything like that. Yeah. It really depends on what mood I'm in. I'll fucking just rip it for hours.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm liking.
mm-hmm.
I love all music, but it's what I got in my car. That's it, dude. That's it for me. Sorry, I'd interrupt 3 times. Forgive me.
No, you're good, man. Gino's got things to do. He don't talk as long as us, man. He's got a new baby, newer, so young child to deal with, and he's got a family. So I had one more topic we could just shoot off the rip, and it's leaving me. It left me. I think I'm fucked. Oh, I know what it is. Let's let Bull show his hauls for the week.
I'll do that. I kind of showed him incognito a minute ago, but I'll definitely do it.
We'll let him talk about these hauls, bro, and then we're probably going to jump out. So Gino can.
All right, this first one. I got 2 of these. The first 2 is from BBTS. They said in my pile of loot for about a month or so. But the first one is this Deadpool.
Ooh.
Now, granted, I already had this Deadpool from the 2-pack that came out from Deadpool 2. But this one's a little different. This one, the guns come out of the holsters, and I think it has pinless elbows, and the color's a little bit different. So I'm determining on which one I'm going to open up because I want to put Deadpool and Wolverine and that Ramen Racer sitting right behind it. So the next thing I have is what I just said was the Wolverine. Now, this Wolverine's kind of like a mixture Frankenstein of the first 2 Wolverines that came out, the one that was shirtless like this and the one that had on the flannel shirt and the bomber jacket. It's kind of like one of their head sculpts are in this one, but it has the non-shirt with this tank top. So this is kind of a mixture of that. So I might open this one, but I also have the other one like this as well. So I might just use that with that Deadpool. Now, this right here came from Walmart. I think it was part of their Walmart, whatever that is that they do. It
was their Collector Con.
Collector Con, yeah. Around San Diego Comic-Con deal, maybe. Or maybe it was before.
Yep, it was around then. Yep.
And I usually don't buy anything from Walmart.com or Target because something crazy always happens and it just cancels my shit or blah, 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 or sorry, we can't fulfill this. So I actually forgot about this until I received it, and I was like, hell yeah. So I was happy that this actually came through with the Walmart because I do like these types of Spider-Mans right here. I typically do not open them. I put them on the wall, and I have like a collection of Spider-Man on these retro cards. And the last one here is this NECA Triceraton Gladiator. Found it is that NECA's doing. NECA just decided to just release a bunch of turtle figures, and let's like said, all right, go to Target and try to find them. We're just going to release them. I also got the Mondo Gecko, but I have the Triceraton that came out last year that has the purple like jumpsuit on. So he's kind of like the leader, and this is the Gladiator. But I do like this buck better. I don't know if I have a picture of the other two. I don't think I do. So that's all my hauls right there.
Shout out to Preferred Bucks. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think let's see. I think I missed. Real quick, because Lorenzo Bright wasn't here. He says, "How old is your baby, Gino? We just had a new baby. He's 7 months. Crazy. I have a 20, 18, and 7-month-old."
Oh wow.
Wow.
I think
Yeah,
you
Lorenzo,
said 13 months.
13 months going on 14.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So shout out family. I think we're gonna go ahead and dip here because I think Gino's got some stuff to do. But it was super awesome talking to everybody. So we like to go around the end and say a little something at the end. So Moto, say your little piece on the way out the door, man. I haven't heard much from you tonight, so I gotta
Right? Just kind of taking it all in. Everybody just peace, love, and happiness, and watch out for one another. And may your treasure hunts go well. You get what you're looking for, and enjoy every minute because it's a gift. And that's what I got to say for the week.
Damn, dude, that's great. That's great. Go ahead, Bull.
I just want to say thanks, Gino. Nice to meet you, man. Good luck with everything. I'm a sub to your channel. Hope your business goes well. I'm pretty sure it will. Sound like a smart guy. You know what's going on. Hope we get to see you again on the channel. Come back anytime. I want to say thank you, Jeffrey. He said those are sweet, Bull. Appreciate it. Pack, always thank you, brother, for having this M3 Moto. I'll talk to you guys all tomorrow or the next day. Later, guys. Later, chat.
Go ahead, Gino.
Hope my audio is working okay. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Hope to come back again sometime soon.
I'm gonna let Marcos finish it up, right? So I'm always 1A, and Marcos is always 1A as well. So I've never done our regular podcast without him, so he can always take it off the rip. So I'm gonna say I appreciate everybody in chat, man. Simple, Fast Eddie, Simple Customs, Jeffrey Lockhart, Larkins Lair, Lorenzo Bryant, Robert France. I'm not gonna say Francois, man. I don't know what that is. Jeffrey Lockhart, I think I already said. Mark Cosplay, what's up? Shout out to Mark. What's up, man?
Mark.
Johnny Ohm. DFS Infinity, bro. We gotta get DFS on this motherfucker, bro. DFS got some good quality talk going on. So he's been on. It's been a long time, man. We gotta get him back on. And shout out to a Stray Blue One, man. He's a young one, but he's a young OG, bro. OG Big Sons right there, man. Don't be sleeping on a Stray Blue One, man. And we got Ninja Bill reviews. It was great to see him, man. I hadn't seen him in a while. Let's see. Nicholas Galta, he was there. Nick's from Tulsa Comic Swap. Let's see. Who else did I miss? Oh, man. Never miss Curtis Schultz, bro. Shout out to Curtis Schultz. We got to have him on, too. Have some good talks with Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
We do a little light political stuff here. We definitely need to get him on, talk a little bit about without him.
And there's Virgo Cool and
Rush Shot.
Rashad.
Yep. MC DJ.
MC.
Yes, sir. Can't miss Kid with the grin nip. He was here tonight.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Did we say DFS?
Man, but I try to go through as many as I can, man. I think
Yeah,
one of the
there's a
last
lot.
2 shows we didn't, I didn't shout them out, but chat's what it's all about, man. Getting in here and talking to all you guys,
Yeah.
seeing what chat's got to say. I do my best to keep
Yeah,
up, but you guys keep it mixed up in there pretty good. Every now and then I miss some stuff, and I do apologize for that. If I ever miss something that you want to talk about, chat, hit me up on my IG. Just send me a message in there. Hey, man, I want to talk about this. I didn't get it up. I'll get you on the next one. And I miss Curtis's again, right? I miss Curtis's comment. We might just have to have Curtis on so he can just bring up his topic, man.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, why don't they just fucking do that, man? We'll hit Curtis straight up, dude.
No.
I think that's going to be everybody. Man, I hope I didn't miss anybody because I don't like to leave anybody out.
Doe Studios.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Amazing cars.
Heather.
Heather.
Thank
amazing
you.
cars.
Cato from Cato's
Cato.
Collective.
Oh yeah, Cato.
Larkin.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tampa.
yeah.
Tampa's Hot Wheel and Diecast. Holla!
TKD bar.
Okay.
Yes. Dude, a lot
Brian
of
King,
motherfuckers-
baby. BK, Brian King.
Brian King.
a lot of people stopped by today, man. And
They did,
dude,
man.
that's awesome. Nothing but
Rob
respect. But
78.
Rob
Nice.
78.
dude, the list is banging. But thanks
Keeps
to
going.
Gino. Thank you for stopping, man. It's been I'm really glad I met you, man. You'll be at our show, the 405 Toy Expo, which is the last Saturday of the month. Have some more news on that once we finalize that, but that's pretty exciting. And I appreciate him. I appreciate Moto. I appreciate Bull. You guys are freaking awesome. Gotta find a way to get Moto's got a lot of good shit to say, man. Sometimes I don't hear enough from him. So it's not to single you out, brother. It's to hear more from you because you got good shit going on and things to say, man. And always Marcos. But go ahead, close us out, Marcos.
Oh, yeah. Hey, shout out to Pac for taking time out of his day to be here because he's fucking busy. Shout out to Gino for being here to introduce him. He's busy too and shit. Everybody in chat, man, that's great. Pac fucking hit it hard. If he missed anybody, it's his fault, man. And shout out to Halloween Bangers Saturdays and your top 10 favorite movies for fucking every year consecutive from 1980 to 1989. It's fucking great. Fucking Profit Director and Curtis Schultz, dude. So check it out. That's fucking awesome. Thanks, Pat. Appreciate it, man. That was a great time.
Hell yeah.
Gino, you can if you're interested in the Halloween Banger show, the show he's talking about, that's on M3's channel, M3 Reviews. That's probably gonna be Saturday, right?
Yeah, and Star Wars Squawk Box. Star Wars SQWAK.
Curtis's channel.
Awesome.
Yes. So if you're interested in those, I can send you the links for those. But man, I'm not going to keep them any longer. I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. We're going to be getting the fuck in. Peace.
Later.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.